presence known in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Will kick it away to start us off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will get the ball first. The Rebels took home the Golden Egg in a close one the last time they met.
I don't care if it was close or a blowout. They got the W. They've been able to talk about it all off-season long, and you can just feel the energy and electricity this year.
Oh, and you know it matters. You're talking about all these kids in-state, talking to them. Where do you want to go? Which side do you want to be on? Ole Miss winning last year matters when it comes to recruiting.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Trying play action. Grab behind the line. It's Hardy. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Taylor wants to throw. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. So the Ole Miss Rebels offense has the ball for the first time. He wants to change this route. Going right to work up top. He's going for it all. And that will be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Out of the gun, they give to the back. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Watkins. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. So many rich layers in this one. Dak coming off the bench, fumbles in the end zone to lose it, legs being hiked, coaches being fired. This has it all, guys.
And such proud people in the state of Mississippi that love their football. And it feels...
Breaks into the open. Got the first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Off-play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed on the outside, it's Watkins. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They decline the penalty for pass interference, and they'll stand on the results of the play. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The give to the tailback. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense set on first down. Wants to go up top. Snagged out of the air. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the golden egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect... We have all been in the booth calling these games Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other, there's no question. And the funny thing is, that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball, so everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Pick off! What a play by this defense. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Cunningham. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Burrell.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
To the air on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Burrell. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Taylor wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Hardy. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds his big tight end. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Defense is about learning the plays. 3rd down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Now on 1st down from the 28. Looking for room. It's Burrell. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. Makes one man miss. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Touchdown, Rebels! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And perhaps a slightly more difficult attempt from the 8. They're going to take another delay of game penalty. You just can't have these types of mistakes.
Delay of game. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires left. He's got an open man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
He's got it on the outside. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
He'll keep it himself. Open space at the 25. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by racing 35 yards to pay dirt. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. And they've found no answer so far. Already to the end zone twice, tacked on a field goal, and now back for more. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires downfield. He's picked picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Taylor wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the right. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Touchdown, Ole Miss! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Bulldogs come to the ball, trying to pick up this third and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in at the 25. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Watkins. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Right through his hands, incomplete. I think he knew he had a chance for a big play, but it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on second down. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on third and short. From the gun on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. And you saw it right there on that one.
And that goes down as an incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Under fire. Finds his man. It's Davidson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Davidson. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And so much to break down from a spirited start to this Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Mississippi State and Ole Miss plays out.
They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. And you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Oh, he got loose. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Shoots it to the left. All alone as he catches it. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. The Hottie Toddies are full-throated right now as Ole Miss builds the lead.
They got the momentum going. The offense is clicking. You see that a lot of times with Ole Miss. Big rivalry game against Mississippi State. Can they respond, Palmer?
And Ole Miss, you know, is one of those teams you just blink and all of a sudden they're blowing you out. That's been the case here today. The Bulldogs got to find a way to slow them down.
And he tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. From the gun, give on the inside. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
He'll pull it on the read. Runs through the tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward. Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. That's reeled in. It's Watkins. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Taylor wants to throw it. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Offense scoops it up and still going.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Taylor wants to throw. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it behind the line. It's Watkins. Turning it on. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score. They want to see if they can score the deuce. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ball.
Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. The lone back's got it. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. They are dialed in on this drive, a couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Has to uncork this one off his back foot. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door.
Clear. Clear.
They'll run it. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And the punishment has been extended. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the ground with the back. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Taylor wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He might want another play. Third down play from the gun. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Rebels. They put up another score here in the 4th, and they are well on their way to an 11-1 regular season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Taylor wants to throw. Quick strike complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Line gets set, first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Hardy. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Watkins. Stop is made at the 36. Let's call it a 5-yard gain and a first down. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
The Bulldogs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete as he threw the helium ball trying to float it in. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Oh, he's got some space. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field, but they've got athletes with bad intentions, and they've registered a ton of sacks in this one.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Mississippi State. He's been under pressure all season, and they really haven't done much to turn down that heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. 1st and 10.
Big third down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've got, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Caught close to the marker. It's Hardy. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. Easy call for the ref. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll try the run. Gets it past the 1st down marker and still running. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Good work up front to get that 1st down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. The give to the left. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing, of course. This team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Snagged in the middle, it's Watkins. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. And while they could run victory formation, you also have to think about padding those stats. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. And it is Ole Miss marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.